see they are feeling the track very nice, and then an FX feel. So basically my production was based on the idea to achieve a genre like some techno house, like Adam Beyer, for example. Start from kick drum, gated. There is the intro. To achieve this intro, obviously I had this loop, which is been automated, and the scenes, which are part of the intro. Obviously I didn't want to start banging the kick, and with this vocal which has been delayed, you can see and chopped. I started from a kick and a bass, just to have the bass of the key which I have to play with. So basically I shaped the kick, then I equalized. As you can see, tom and kick I think are very important together, lyric. They give you this nice movement. A compressor to squeeze a bit the sound. The bass from Element, which is, that's the bass itself. Preset from Waves called Bass Fit, and I moved a bit the release and modified a bit with other plugins. I've got an echo without, it's gonna sound infiltrator, which is gating my bass in order to achieve that kind of ducking which I wanted. And then I've got a saturator from Waves. With Pro Q I give another shape, here a dynamic one. I wanted this frequency to bounce a bit up. There is another kickstart here to duck again the sound. There is this small tick which I gate from here. Sound shifter, which I adjust my pitch. Well, I started with a low pitch before, but now it's a bit up because my scenes were sounding better like that, so I made that choose. Then I've compressed with a side chain from kick, coming to duck again the sound in order to feel all the spectrum in snares and percussion. Here I've got a shaker, got tremolo, gating, reverb, and an equalizer to cut all the frequency we don't want. Obviously a crash already recorded in audio. Another hi-hat. Okay, these hi-hats are closed hi-hats, gated with tremolo again. An EQ. Another hi-hat, quite classic for this genre. Sampler. You see the sample choose. Again a tremolo. Then claw for drums, gives a bit of energy and reverb, compressing, a bit of treble as well, so it's make everything fresh. This one are sample which are being cutted and then equalized. And this one is a support loop. We have a tremolo. This plugin, which is an effect which is giving me more hit, good reverb. I don't know, man. Sounds good. An equalizer, again another equalizer, dynamic on this frequency, and a compressor at the end. I don't know, man. Sounds good. This nice feel at the end of the quarter. Okay, for the melody I've chosen dub techno synth. This one is normal. I've had some process and I've touched a bit the detune. Then I've added sound shifter for the pitch. Pitched on the same note of the bass. A bit of saturation with the soft plugin, which is being modulated. Then channel EQ to cut this peak, and then obviously a compressor. Got some peaks, some delay on it, and yeah, just with the notes, as you can see, I got this break and this tail is coming from the delay of the synth, so that's why got this nice slowing down and opening to the second section of the intro. You see is slowly going down. This one with codecs, again always from waves. This nice synth from 80s, let's say. This one is dry, so it already has some delay. Touch a big attack. Then I've added like an EQ, Pro Q3 to cut always the low frequencies which I don't want it, fighting with another synth and the bass, and then I added a delay from waves and a compressor, ducking a bit his peak. Got this synth which I made with massive, it's like a late synth which I can use between each section of the intro, just make sound, everything much complete. Tuned again with a sound shifter and a channel EQ. There is like this big reverb which gives this nice stereophonic sound, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of each quarter. Obviously the channels are not gonna go over 12 dB. Sometimes I got some peaks, but it's normal. A sample, cutted and automated EQ to start in a natural way. Crescendo with equalizer, with a low pass shelf. Fucking man. Then I start with the final synth. Yeah, as you can see, I've got this breakdown here. I'm moving from one track to the other, let's say. The vocal with remix effects. At the end of the quarter, so you got this nice breakdown till everything starts again with the crash. The vocals, as you can see, they are full of delays. Slowly begins with an automation, so everything is natural. Now you can see this synth is very full of processing. It wasn't like this before. This one was raw. Okay. It's basically a chord progression. It's basically moving with the frequency of the cutoff, which is giving me like sound shifter to pitch it, and then with Portal nice ambient sound with reverse, FX and time. Then you can see there is this low rumble which I've cutted with Pro Q3. Cutted a bit the hikes in dynamic, so it's kind of compressing, another EQ and a compression, so it's giving me like this smooth sound. Bit of sound design, and basically till the end I choose to close like this. A long release on this synth, automated. And is going till the end, you know? A vocal and then the main chord progression. It is closing like this. The effects, they are like the aerial part of the track.